nobody had imagined. Even historians had also told us that a beautiful temple in this region was almost unheard of, unthinkable. The world actually appreciates the presence of this temple as a beautiful lighthouse for international peace. We had an amazing, strong and a powerful leader like our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, and his sincerity. This beautiful temple, which is almost, so many people call it like a fairy tale. Nobody had imagined. Even historians had also told us that a beautiful temple in this region was almost unheard of, unthinkable. But due to the grace of God, and I believe the prayers of our forefathers, more importantly, the sankalp of His Holiness Pramukh Swami Maharaj, who has built more than 1200 temples across the world. But he had envisioned that there will be a temple in Abu Dhabi in 1997. Then, of course, for that sankalp to be fulfilled, we had an amazing, strong and a powerful leader like our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, and his sincerity and his integrity, generated a friendship with the rulers of Abu Dhabi in such a way that times changed, climate changed, minds changed, and the generosity of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, all three got together, and finally the blessings of my spiritual Guru Mahant Sai Maharaj, this temple has taken shape.
So Mr. Modi's played a big role in this, right?
Of course. His support has always been there, right from seeing the design, right from, seeking the permission from His Highness. Then the entire project was entrusted to BAPS Swaminarayan Sanstha. So the challenges of making a temple requires so many permissions, so many laws, and the government was so kind enough not just to welcome, but to embrace this beautiful Mandir.
Swamiji, I was just reading today a judgment that US has stopped the investigation in the North American temple of BAPS. How do you look at this?
Of course, I think Satyameva Jayate. Technically, wherever we build temples, they are built out of love. They are built out of faith and devotion and with a spirit of volunteerism. And our only goal is to actually create an environment of spirituality and culture where families, individuals and the nation, the host nation, it flourishes because of those values. And of course some people with little vested interest, they had actually alleged and filed false accusations regarding that when the temple was done, maybe the craftsmen, they had some issues or not. They were all made up. And when the US government has done a thorough investigation for almost 4 years, where the BAPS Sanstha always cooperated, voluntarily and officially, the US government has closed that case, saying no charges were ever filed and no charges were ever true. So I think that's a very important thing, and it restores faith in justice.
My last question, peace is also a big motive of this temple. There was a prayer for peace and every time we come here. So how do you look at the world environment? Because you are, I think, in charge of international affairs of BAPS also. We are still seeing a lot of wars across the globe. We recently saw a conflict in India also. How do you look at, and how do you think Swaminarayan BAPS temple can contribute in bringing world peace?
See, it's not just the Swaminarayan temple. Every religious person, every spiritual person, with the right set of values, and even the leaders of the world with clarity of purpose, we can all sit together and generate more peace. Such questions can be asked during the First World War and also the Second World War. Times are always cyclical. Sometimes there are wars, but through dialogue, those wars end. Through understanding, no more wars happen. Just like a family, you get together, understand one another and generate peace. But I personally believe that religions should unite people. Cultures should generate harmony. And this temple that you see, which has been termed and hailed as a spiritual oasis for global harmony, people of all religions have come together to contribute. People of all walks of life come and see and experience that peace. And not just the UAE, the world actually appreciates the presence of this temple as a beautiful lighthouse for international peace.
Thank you, Swamiji. I know. I understand you have to go. Thank you so much.